Alright guys, so we actually have a pretty big video here today. We're only a couple of days out from the full multiplayer reveal on this Thursday for Modern Warfare multiplayer. It's going to be pretty sick. We're going to get so much information then, but right now today we have a ton of different leaks and also some confirmed information regarding multiplayer maps and kill streaks within this game. So today we got some confirmation from Call of Duty about some kill streaks that are going to be within this game, but the Game Revolution has about 10 or 15 other leaks that we're going to be going through within this video, talking about different multiplayer maps, how many we're going to see, different kill streaks, also some battle royale stuff I'll leave at the end of the video, and then also some campaign stuff which I'll probably throw within a different video because I want this video to just be about multiplayer, because pretty much this week, the theme of this week is multiplayer. So let's go through all of these multiplayer leaks. Let's start off with the multiplayer maps, the Game Revolution source giving him all of this information. I'll leave a link down below to his channel. Obviously check him out. He's been very credible and a lot of this stuff pretty much is going to happen, you guys know. We've seen him before mention multiplayer maps, but now we're starting to get some specifics. So he says these are estimates and aren't exact numbers, but 6 to 7 gunfight maps, 12 to 15 main maps, and 3 large maps. Not sure if everything will be on launch. Now, originally, I feel like we thought that when the Game Revolution said we were going to be seeing 20 multiplayer maps for this game on launch, I think we all thought 20 base multiplayer maps, but it's actually split up. So 12 to 15 main multiplayer maps seems about on target with most Call of Duties, maybe a bit more than the usual Call of Duty, but that seems about right. I didn't really think they would have 6 to 7 gunfight maps. I thought they would have 4, 5 max. But 6 to 7 gunfight maps, I don't know, they're really going harder with gunfight. Hopefully it pays off. I don't want them to focus too much on that, so I really think they shouldn't go over 6 or 7 gunfight maps. That seems like a perfect amount, or maybe a bit over. And 3 large maps, that's going to be cool to see. I would definitely maybe add in an extra large map. We talked about the large maps in a different video. That could be for ground war, a different war game mode, maybe from World War II back in Modern Warfare. It could be for party game modes like Infected. I don't know, I think large maps, they could maybe add one more and take away a gunfight map if they want to do that, but that's just my opinion. But it's cool to see that we're seeing all different types and varieties of maps within this game. Next leak here. Shipment and the Showers from Gulag are the only remakes in multiplayer right now for gunfight. More are planned for the Battle Royale map. I don't know if these will be launch or post-launch free DLC. Shipment's had its spawn trap points cut off and there's a wall blocking the middle. So right now, the main multiplayer maps, the 12 to 15 that we talked about, those aren't going to have any remakes. The only remakes are within those gunfight maps with Shipment and the Gulag, and Shipment not having the spawn trap maps, the spawn trap areas, I should say. That's not that big of a deal for me because it would be fun to have that within the normal multiplayer modes. I mean, spawn trapping and Shipment is just super fun, especially if you're playing domination. But if you're on gunfight and you're doing a 2v2 specific mode, spawn trapping just doesn't really make any sense. So that sort of makes sense why they cut it off. So I'm not too worried about that. And I would like other remakes within multiplayer. A bunch of people in my comment section mentioned they wanted, you know, Terminal back and Rust back and stuff like that. And I do think I want this game to have mostly new maps. I want them to use their brains and just innovate crazy new maps that will, you know one come to love just throughout the next couple of years, and they'll become instant classics. So that's what I want, but a couple of remakes would be nice, like Terminal, like Rust, maybe High Rise, and that's it. Just a couple of remakes. We'll see exactly what they plan on adding very soon, but that's only the remakes so far, Shipment and the Gulag. So next leak here. Not so sure if Shipment will be changed because no one really likes it how it currently is. So this is just an addition pretty much. They talked about Shipment, you know, being too drastically different. Apparently within the studios, they've been playing this new version of Shipment. I mean, we've seen Shipment in COD 4, I think World War II, and then Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm pretty sure those are the games we've seen Shipment, and they've all pretty much been the same. And this is apparently a drastic difference here. Shipment just looks completely different, and people playing it at Infinity Ward right now don't like it. So maybe we'll see the original Shipment return. Who knows? Those are just leaks that will just definitely be constantly changing, and we'll probably get an update on that very soon. Now let's get off the leaks for a second. I want to bring you guys the official information that came out today very quickly. Killstreaks are back. You guys know this was confirmed. So just to go through the Killstreaks real quick, Juggernaut, we know, we talked about this. This was teased at E3, and we know that's going to be one of the highest Killstreaks within the game, probably a 17 or 18 Killstreak that you need to get this Killstreak. And Drifter actually had an experience with this Killstreak at the early capture event. So he said somebody, I think Elite Shot, earned this thing in one game. I saw it and thought, oh, it's like a slow, useless Juggernaut from MW3. Let me go try and cheese his streak. I was incorrect and got murdered by a big minigun. This is a good streak, but high tier. So apparently it's very overpowered. And the Gaming Revolution said a couple of weeks ago that within their early testing within the Infinity Ward Studios, the Juggernaut is insanely OP, and they're, thinking about nerfing it before launch. Maybe we'll get to test out during the beta and we'll see how OP it really is, and obviously we'll give our feedback as to, do we want this Killstreak to be OP? Because I think in general we want Killstreaks to be good within this game, but we don't want them to be insanely OP to where it's completely annoying and just stupid to have within the game. So we'll see about that very soon. Another Killstreak here that was leaked from the Gaming Revolution and is now confirmed. The infantry assault vehicle, the tank that you're able to maneuver. Drifter also had some stuff with this from the early capture event. I sweated super hard to earn this one in our early playtest. It tore up people, but I was a terrible driver. So apparently either Drifter is just bad driving this thing, or you really need to be a good driver to actually use this tank. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe it's just sort of a balancing feature. It's really good to kill people, but it's hard to drive. So who knows? And the last thing here, the White Phosphorus, one of the Killstreaks that was leaked as well from the Game Revolution source, finally within the game. It's going to be pretty sick. This is the one that you select an area, it rains down all of these different missiles, and it explodes, and if you're in the impact area, you die, and if you're in the gas, you lose a ton of health. You guys know about that as well. So those are the Killstreaks within the game, but the Gaming Revolution has also confirmed that Specialists will be returning. So someone said, Specialist Killstreak from MW3, I beg you, and he said, yes, they're back, only recently added. Now that the streaks were right, you all know that's legit too. So these Killstreaks were confirmed today, but Specialist streaks will still be returning as well. So it's not like they're just focusing on Killstreaks. We will see the Specialist streaks just like from MW3 back within this game. We also have information on a nuke. So he's saying, or some random guy on Twitter is saying, how would it work to get a nuke then? And the Gaming Revolution says, being tested at 30 kills right now, was 25 before. This is all subject to change, and the game is obviously still being balanced. That's pretty interesting. They're upping it to 30. Obviously, usually it's 25 to get a nuke, to get a Moab, and all of that different stuff. So 30 would be more on par with the Treyarch series, but obviously Treyarch, when you get a 30 kill streak, you get a nuclear, but you don't really get a nuke itself. You just get that medal. This time around, if you get 30 kills, you'll get the actual nuke. So I think 30 kills is a pretty good point, but 25 would be a bit more classic, a bit more on par with the past Modern Warfare series. And I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section down below. So next thing here with camos, Red Tiger camo is back. All of the camos are realistic, as previously leaked by Victor and I, and that was basically confirmed by Infinity Ward today. They have said several times in Infinity Ward that we're going to be having realistic camos, and that's just going to be a thing. So it's going to be pretty cool to see a lot of the cool camos that they can come up with while still being realistic and sort of true to their Modern Warfare series. Next thing here with camos on Killstreaks. So previously the Gaming Revolution said that Infinity Ward were planning on having camos for Killstreaks, and they're actually not within the game at this point. So he's going to let us know when they're going to be implemented, and if they're not, I guess they just won't be within the game. So a bunch of people, I feel like, had some issues with this, and I did too. I don't mind the Killstreaks having realistic camos, but I think it's not as necessary as people think it may be. It's cool to customize your Killstreaks, but it would be a bit weird to see all of these different weird planes coming in, and I don't know, I feel like keeping the Killstreaks normal and the way they've been, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, and I think they should just keep it like that. But if they do have camos, as long as they're realistic, as long as they're just like the ghillie suit camo and just different stuff like that, I think we should be fine. So we'll see what they actually plan on adding very soon. Now let's go through some Battle Royale information. I always leave this at the end of the video in case people really don't care about this, but some people do, and I do want to talk about it because it is going to be within the game. So right now, Infinity Ward are testing for the winner of the Battle Royale game to earn a bonus rare supply drop. In the testing, all members receive one at the moment. Apparently the goal is the highest killer on the team will get the rare supply drop, while the others will receive a normal one. He goes on to to say, along with the 2v2 fight in the Gulag Showers that you're going to die, and apparently they want this as an incentive for players to stay within the game and to not quit if they just die. I'm trying to get more info on supply drops, and right now it's all cosmetic. So that's just something on supply drops here. But let's go back to the Battle Royale thing, because that's actually a pretty good idea. So if you die on your team and you're playing a 1v3, let's say 2 of your teammates die and you're still playing, you still have some sort of incentive to continue to play the game. And if you're playing on a team, the only thing I can see going wrong here is that everyone on the team, they're not going to be really working as a team. They're just going to be working to kill horror, just get the most kills possible to get that rare supply drop in the end. So I don't know, we'll have to see how they could balance this in a certain way to where you're promoting teamwork, but you're also promoting people to stay within the game, and you're also promoting people to kill and not camp. And I don't know, there's a lot of balancing issues they need to work with here, but this is definitely a step in the right direction, rewarding people instead of not rewarding people at all for continuing to play the game and getting more kills, and all that cool stuff. So we'll see how they refine that within the next couple of months. Last thing here, Infinity Ward says they plan for customization content in Call of Duty Modern Warfare to be realistic and relevant. So we've heard different stuff like this time and time again, different ways they're wording it, but realistic and relevant, it obviously all makes sense. They want everything to be realistic. When you're customizing your weapons, in this case, when you're customizing your operators, any content that you're customizing within the game, it's all going to be realistic. So pretty much anything we see within the supply drops for, outfits for your operator, camos for your guns and skins and all this different stuff, it's all going to be realistic. So that's cool to hear that they're officially confirming that, and that's that. No weird, crazy, stuff that we're seeing within this game with bright colors and just cheesy camos. We're just going to be seeing realistic war camos, and that's pretty much how it should be if you want a realistic Call of Duty game. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below, reveal if you watched the whole video and you're hyped for the multiplayer reveal this Thursday. It's going to be sick. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.